Hello, I'm Heather Scott, and I'm here with Janice McGeachin, and I would normally call her Lieutenant Governor, but I found something out very interesting this weekend, and Janice is acting governor today. So I am with Governor Janice McGeachin, and I wanted to bring this to the attention to the public because I was unaware that we have the very first Republican woman governor in Idaho. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Well, I am acting governor today. It's not the first time that I've been serving as the acting governor. It's actually my sixth time this session. And I do have a funny story about the first time that I was asked to serve as the governor. And it was from 7:40 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. that day. So I showed up in the governor's office at 7:30 a.m. I said, "Here I am. I'm ready to get to work. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work or what I'm supposed to do, but I'm here." And they said, "Well, it's okay. You can go back to your office, and if we need you, we'll come find you. You don't have to be in the governor's office."
Okay, so that's something I didn't know. So when you become governor, then you work out of your lieutenant governor office.
Yes, and in fact, don't even have to be in the capital as long as I'm in the state. So I serve when Governor Little crosses the border of our state, and as long as I'm anywhere within the state boundaries, then I'm good.
So what happens to your position as lieutenant governor? Does somebody fill in for that?
Yes, during the legislative session, when someone needs to preside over the Senate, then President Pro Tem becomes the president of the Senate. And in another interesting little fact, yesterday when I was in North Idaho visiting your community, and I was traveling back to Boise, and I flew from Spokane back to Boise, and so there was a period of time when I was going to be out of the state. So we thought, oh, what do we do here? And we contacted the governor's office, and we had to do the same thing that Governor Little does. Is he writes up a formal letter of saying we would be honored if you would serve while I'm out of the state from this time to that time. And so we drafted up a letter that we then gave to President Pro Tem Brent Hill, and he was serving as the acting governor for a few hours last night.
So now, do you have to retake an oath?
Nope, the oath is the same.
The oath is the same. So, and you said this is how many times have you done this?
This is the sixth time.
So what can you do as governor that you cannot do as lieutenant governor?
Well, I have the full power and privileges that the chief executive office has. I can sign bills, I can veto bills, I can write executive orders, and in the event of a natural disaster or an emergency, then I would have the power to call forth the National Guard.
Wow, this is all new news to me. I had no idea that. I mean, and it's kind of exciting. I haven't seen anything like this on the news, or I haven't even heard, but Idaho has its first Republican woman governor right here sitting next to me.
Yeah, and let me thank you, Representative Scott, for bringing some attention to this and helping to educate the people of Idaho and how all this works. I really appreciate the opportunity that you've given to promote this, how government works to the people of Idaho.
Yes. Well, thank you, and we'll check back in later. Thank you.
Thank you.